Welcome back everyone, I am the Depressed Dior and this is Labyrinth of Touhou 2. Alright, so I did some off-screen stuff, essentially. I focused mainly on getting a bunch of achievements, which I'll go through in just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and get my party set up for what's to come. I'm not sure if I can pull this off, but I'm going to attempt it. And yeah, we'll see how things go from there. See. It's a little iffy, but we'll try it. Anyway, first things first. I'm up to 73 achievements, so we can actually get through that seal that requires 72 or more achievements unlocked. And let's go ahead and go through all the achievements I've unlocked. So you can see I have unlocked a few. I've gotten 36 or more items in a single dungeon dive. This is Godspeed Item Grabber. It gives you a Master's Emblem. Lucky guy. Acquire 10,000 money in a single dungeon dive. Money Grubber. Get a violent green ruby. Cross your legs and give off the smuggest of grins. The ultimate combo. And then I've escaped from 50 or more battles in a single dungeon dive. Coward Demon gets you a meteor drive. Did you really have to flee that much? Battle Demon, win 60 or more battles in a single dungeon dive. It gets you the wash basin set. What a drive you've got to get to that point. So Battle Demon, Godspeed Item Grabber, and the Money Grubber I did all at the same time. I literally went to like floor 6 and just slaughtered enemies. I did like 120 consecutive battles or something like ridiculous like that, and got me all those items. The Running Coward Demon I did along with Strategic Retreat, which is escape from battle 20 times. It gets you a Swiftness Gem. A Strategic Win sometimes requires you to turn back. And then there's Joestar's Family Secret Technique. Escape battles 200 times. It gets you 2 Swiftness Gems, though it's hard to imagine Jonathan or George promoting it. And then the final thing is I went and bought a whole lot of items from Knittery that are cheap items, and got up to 100 copies of like Power Bracers or something, which got me the maxed out collector, which have more than 99 copies of the item, gets you 2 magic gems, having the heart to earnestly love a single thing. So there you go, unlocked a bunch of achievements. I'm also average level 72 now. I dumped all my money, well, majority of my money into Byakuren, so her stats are relatively even. I'm letting magic kind of fall behind a little bit, simply because the only thing magic's really used for is her composite and her AoE. We also have another wash basin set, so I kind of want to use that. In fact, you can have it. This will give you kind of just overall better stats. So let's go with that. And 2. Wow, you're still using that junk? Here, you can have a Forbidden Tablet. You deserve it. Alright. So that takes care of all that. I'm gonna go ahead and save my game again, just to be thorough. Alright, so where we need to go is floor 13. Okay, we've already gotten the Iris Seal, and then only those who possess 72 or more achievements may go over here. And as you can see, there is a boss. Level 65 required. So I need to de-level myself, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. Level unification. I guess that's the 69. Yeah, okay, everyone's gonna be equal level for this one. Alright. Not a big deal. I could have spent some skill points. Probably would have been smart to do first before de-leveling myself, but not a big deal. Alright, let's go back to floor 13. Alright, so supposedly we are ready for this boss fight. In theory, anyway. It's gonna be The first round might be a little luck-based, just simply because of how I have my party set up. If I really need to, I'll do some shifting of gear, but for right now, we'll go with what we have. What's with this place? The place that Reimu and the party arrives at is adorned with 10 wooden tablets with laws engraved of them. These are wooden tablets, huh? That means... Gamachi! Eek! I'm sorry! What are you apologizing for? Lady Shiki, it's just a natural reflex to whenever you call for me so... Natural reflex to whenever you call for me loudly. Wait, why are you calling me for me so loudly for this time? Gamachi, if your immediate reflex is to apologize once called upon, it means that you're still hiding questionable matters within your heart from me. Be aware of your own shortcomings. Yes. That sounded like something she came up with on the spot. Maybe she likes yelling her name for fun. Now then, down to business. Reimu, Marissa, what are you doing? Not much really. We just happened to find this place with all these wooden tablets standing upright. It was hard to ignore. These tablets are yours, right? What's this supposed to be anyway? Yes, they are mine. These wooden tablets repel monsters. I use them in a formation to protect this area from potential hostile intruders as much as possible so that I could rest here. But they are still mere wooden tablets. They cannot completely stop monsters from advancing. I gave it the order to simply stop whatever it could from entering. If you needed to make an impromptu resting place, that means you're having trouble exploring alone, right? As shameful as it is to admit, that has become apparent. Sounds like a good opportunity then. Why don't you come with us, boss? That may be for the best, but before that, shall we do battle? Why? I wish to test your resolve to solving this problem. If you treat this battle with the seriousness it deserves, I can expect similar results in the battles ahead. We shall begin now. It can't be that she just likes to fight, can it? Shikieiki Yama... Yeah. So, we're up against Shikieiki Yamaxanadu, and her sprite's practically the same as the previous game. Also, her fighting style is very similar to the previous game as well. In this one, she's a little bit nicer. She does have her Last Judgement ability that does ridiculous amounts of piercing damage to the first character on the front row. But she doesn't do it every 7 turns like before. In this one, she does it every 20% of life, and she focuses before using it. So she's definitely gotten a nerf. She does always open up with that one AoE spell, which has a chance of causing all status elements except for debuffs, which is, we kind of got lucky there. Only Hina got paralyzed, poisoned, and heavied, and everyone else seems to be fine. So we should be okay for now on. This boss is resistant to fire and dark, I believe, so Hina's not going to be as effective. In fact, I don't even remember what weaknesses she has. Oh well. I'm not sure if Spirit does anything. Let's find out. Yep, resistant to Spirit. Got it. Go figure. Well, fire seems to do normal, so that's fine by me. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do this just to remove the status effects. There we go. Scan the legs. I'll speed her up. Go ahead and do Misfortune's God Biorhythm. Ouch. Alright, I'm okay for the moment, but it won't last forever. Alright, your stats are increasing steadily, but... Scan the legs. Alright, so my buffs are pretty good. I would like to debuff her again. Let's see if I can pull it off. There we go, that's a little bit better. Alright, prayer recovery on yourself. Alright, that was a bunch of heavy status effects, not a big deal. Heavy does slow you, and also prevents you from being swapped out, if you forgot. Alright, how we looking? Just gonna keep buffing my speed, and now I'm just gonna go all out with fire damage. Oh, you are weak against fire. Who knew? be better. Okay, she focused, so her next action is going to be blowing up the world. Or blowing up Moko, rather. Okay, can't use that. What I can do is actually start giving some buffs if I want to. Why not? Actually, what I can do is do a form change, swap in... Who do I want to use is the question. She's weak against fire. I have Atsuo. And why not? Atsuo, go. Okay, Sutra duplicating chant. One damage. Okay, that didn't work very well. Hell's Tomahawk? Wow, you can't do shit, can you? Alright, Parsley, go. Oh wow, I missed. That's amazing. Alright, who can I use then? I guess I can use Satori. Just use Satori and just debuff. That's really all I can do. This is what I get for putting all my points into Hina. I don't do so little damage. Almost better off just using normal nukes at this rate. Anyway, here it comes. 16,000 damage. Oh, come on! I had an 80% chance to survive, to resurrect, and she failed it. Well, Kasen, you're going in. That was so lame. I cannot believe that happened. I do more damage with that. Okay, whatever. I guess he's resistant to physical? I don't know. I don't get it. Can you hit, please? Thank you. Alright, she focused again. So the trick to this boss is if you can pump enough damage, she'll just constantly focus, and that's literally, and it becomes just a straight damage race. And if you have someone that can self-res, like they're supposed to, like Moko, you can just literally let her tank all the hits. But that wasn't happening, unfortunately. 0 damage. I don't get it. But whatever, I won't ask. Now the damage is less again. Well, it silenced her at least. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know why I'm not doing as much damage all of a sudden. Maybe because there's not enough debuffs around? I don't know. Oh well, Nazarene, it's all yours. It's like I'm doing less damage the more buffed I am. That's so weird. Well, she's practically dead. See if I can get some extra drops from her. Thank you. Alright, so we've got the Happy Hat, some junk, a Light Needle, Purifying Amulet, Wisdom Gem, and an Energy Gem. Yay. Ouch, to have attained such power in such a short time, your group are treating this more properly than I had foreseen. Maybe and Marissa are used to leading these kind of dangerous charges. This is like a daily routine for them. Ah, how'd you like that? Are we suitable to our dear Edma's eyes? Yes, with such a clear victory on the record, I can have no complaints. I shall be accompanying you for a short while. Great, we're getting a lot of strong people in now. We'll be counting on you, Eki. By the way, I've heard that you have rented out several rooms in an inn in the human village and made it your base of operations, correct? Yeah, it's actually pretty fun. The more people we got, the louder it got too. Allow me to say this before it becomes an issue. Machi, I will not enter the bath at the same time as you. Do ensure that our bathing times are staggered. Eh? Why? Wait. I don't mean that I want to bathe with you, but to be rejected up front like that is pretty shocking. This is non-negotiable. Anyway, please take the necessary measures. What? Why? Shikieiki Yamaxanadu join the party. Alright. So with that, I think we have everyone except for 2 characters, which we're not going to be able to get until after we beat the game, which will be its own can of worms to deal with. So let's go ahead and take care of the necessary stuff, as always. And that being... Actually, there's a spot here missing. What is that spot? Yuka, Yukare, Shikieiki Yamaxanadu. Who is this person? Maybe it's just a weird gap. Because I don't recall anyone I've missed. Oh well, in any case, Shikieiki Yamaxanadu. Alright. Seems to be composites. She has attack and magic. Completely immune to death and silence. And pretty resistant to everything except physical and mystic. Let's see what she has for skills. Yeah, attack, magic, and mind boost. Nothing surprising there. Alright, so you got Last Judgment, single target spirit attack, and it completely ignores enemy's defense. pretty much her main gimmick from the previous game. She had a single target nuke that pierced defenses that was really powerful and very expensive. In this game, it's pretty expensive as well. It's 6 MP. Let me check a few things. Yeah, I think this is a physical attack. Anyway, Trial of the 10 Kings, costs 7, all enemies dark, it's a magic attack. Dark spell that targets all enemies, it has high power and can lower all of the enemy's stats slightly. So this is like a weird debuff thing. It's expensive as well, and I believe it's based off magic. So, and then Wandering Sin, all enemies dark, direct attack, dark spell that targets all enemies, low power, can inflict poison, paralysis, heavy, shock, terror, silence, and death. Effect and chance to inflict all those elements is quite low. So yeah, she's practically the same she was in the previous game. She has an ability that does all the debuffs, an ability that does all the stats effects, and that's about it. Alright, Strong Faith. If the user has less than 66% HP upon the user's turn, she recovers up to 3 MP. Oh, interesting. Rod of Remorse. If the user's attack kills an enemy, all stats will increase by 50%. If the user's attack doesn't kill an enemy, 1 MP will be recovered. Okay. Decent for bosses, I guess. Thankful Preaching. Adds a silence effect to all attacks. Not that important. Supreme Judge of Paradise. All allies recover 1 MP if more than 3 enemies remain upon the user's turn. Okay. Majesty. Increases all stats. Cleanse Crystal Mirror. If the user is on the front line, all elemental damage taken is reduced. This effect is applied to all frontliners. Oh, that's actually kind of nice. But we'll not be using her. Alright, so let's... Oh, that's right, you were... Luigi, there you are. Okay, so good news is we took care of that. So we're practically taking care of all the side tracks at this point. Go ahead and level up everybody. Max some stamina. Okay, I think I'm working on... Oh, that's right, I was working on Hina with that. Energy Gem, go to Hina. And Wisdom Gem goes to Hina as well. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call this a video. It's a little short, but we did take care of quite a bit. So I am The Depressed Dealer, and this was Labyrinth of Touhou 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later.